Crown Zenith has been officially out for a little bit over a year. We're gonna go over some cards that I think are worth your investment, and I think that Crown Zenith will be going up in price very soon. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are obviously by the title covering Crown Zenith, as Crown Zenith has been a set that's been out for a little bit over a year now. But before we get into all that, today I have an announcement for you guys. We are gonna give away this PSA 9 Greninja Gold Star. It's the promo card from the Celebrations trainer box. It's a very nice card, as you guys can see here. PSA 9. So this will be going to one of you guys. All you guys have to do to enter in this giveaway is be subscribed to the channel, turn your notification bell on, leave a like on this video, as well as a comment down below, and that's it. You will be entered. That's all you guys have to do. Pretty easy. It's all free. So this card is going to one of you guys, and I can't wait to give this out. And I appreciate you all for the support on the channel. And let's get to 1,000 subscribers. Alright guys, so we are back. Crown Zenith has been out for a little bit over a year, and it's slowly becoming harder and harder to find nowadays. It's not completely out of stock yet. The product's not really out of stock yet. You can still find some products at some Targets, Walmarts. There's still some ETBs lying around. I don't see a lot of these collection boxes anymore. I still do see some ETBs laying around at some stores, my local stores. So I think this set will be a good investment for the future. A lot of subsets tend to do very good in the long run. On TCG Player, the ETB is going for about $44, so it's a little bit under retail, but that is a good sign right now to buy. Obviously at the stores they're still about like $55 retail, so from TCG Player, 44 bucks. That's honestly a steal for me. Time to stock up on these ETBs, because once they go out of stock, I believe that this set will continue to rise and will continue to rise. That's why I think it's a good investment right now, because all these prices are very low. If you buy this for the long run, I think this ETB or this set will gain value and be more valuable in the long term. But some cards I want to get to today that I think are worth your investment and that you should be picking up right now. These three first cards right here are the legendary dogs. There is the Raikou V, the Entei V, and the Suicune V. Personally, I think these cards right here are very well worth your investment. Right now they aren't too expensive, but they have been going up in value these last few days. The Raikou is sitting at a $24 card, which isn't so bad. Just a few weeks ago, this card was a lot lower, so it did go up a bit. It was sitting at about $16 previously before it jumped up to $24. The Entei, however, is a little bit more pricey, just not by a lot, but it's sitting at $26, and just like the Raikou, it has been going up for the last few weeks or last few days. The most expensive one, all of them, is the Suicune V, that's sitting at about $28, a $2 margin, so it's not a big deal. It has been going up these last few weeks, just like the other two legendary dogs. I think these three cards are a very good investment. I personally have the Suicune V. I do not have the other two, which sucks, but it's what it is. I do have this one, which is also my favorite of the three, so that's nice. And I think these three cards will continue to rise. They aren't too expensive right now, so if you want to jump on the train and get these cards, I recommend you guys do so. These next two cards are two cards that I pulled myself, and I'm very happy to have in my collection. These are the two Eeveelutions from the set, the Glaceon and the Leafeon VSTAR. These are the two very nice Eeveelution cards. As we all know, Evolving Skies held all these Eeveelution cards, and who doesn't like Eeveelutions? I did pull these two cards. They are a very nice card to have in my collection. But the Glaceon V right now is going for $37, and it is on the rise. It had a very big jump actually from May to now. Back in May, it was about a $19 card. Right now, it's sitting at $37, and I assume this card will continue to rise, as well as all the other cards in this set. For the Leafeon V-Star, this card is a bit more expensive than the Glaceon. It is sitting at $40. It's a very great card. Like the Glaceon, it did have a big jump from May to now. Back in May, it was about a $22 card, and right now it's sitting at $40. So it is a pretty big gap, almost double the price in within like a month or two. And I suspect this card to also be going up. A lot of these Crown Zenith cards are pretty cheap right now, but they are starting to rise as Crown Zenith goes out of stock. Once Crown Zenith officially goes out of stock, I believe a lot of these cards will see a rise in price. So if you guys want to pick these two cards up, I would recommend you guys do so now when it's still a bit cheaper. If you guys wait like within a month or two, maybe even 3 months from now, they'll probably be a lot more expensive than what it is today. I would recommend you guys to invest in these two cards right now. Moving on to the bigger hitters of the set, of course, we had the gold cards. Today, I'm only going over the two top gold cards in this set. The other two are the Palkia and the Dialga VSTAR gold cards. These are also a good buy. I just don't have them in the video. I believe these are also very good two cards to buy in this set. But we are going to cover the two top expensive cards in the set, which is the Arceus VSTAR and the Giratina VSTAR. Now these two cards here have seen a very big jump in price. The Arceus V-Star, just like a month ago, it was sitting at $61. Right now it is reaching $100. It is sitting right at $99, and it is on the rise as well. This is actually a very nice card to have. Personally, I like the Giratina more, but this is a very second favorite for me. Just like all the other cards in today's video, this card has seen a very big increase in price just within the last few months. Yeah, if you do have this card in your collection, I would advise you guys to keep it. It'll be a good investment. I can see this card going over $100 within maybe even a few weeks from now. It's already $99, so it's just $1 off 100. However, if you guys do want to pick this card up yourself, it is still honestly still pretty cheap at $499. This card sat at about $50 for the longest time. So if you guys didn't jump into this card back when it was $50, it's not too late yet. It has gone up almost twice its price before, but it's not too late. I think this card will jump to at least $120, just for my opinion. But if you want to jump into it now, you could as well. You can still probably find some for cheaper, for like $70 to $80 on secondhand market. So you can do that if you guys want to as well. Now the card that's seen the biggest jump is obviously the Giratina V. This card is sitting at $136 at the moment on TCG Player. I am pretty surprised at how big this card jumped within the last few months. At the beginning of March, this card was sitting at a whopping $76, which was its lowest. I did pull this card back when it first came out, but I sold it when it was about $120 when it first came out. But it did drop all the way down to $76, where now it is right back up to $136. Just like every other card in this video, this card took a very high rise in price, from going to $76 all the way back to $136. I believe that this card will continue to rise. It did sit at that $70 range for a very long time before it eventually came back to where it is now. And I believe that it's going to continue to rise within the next few months or so. When Crown Zenith officially sells out, I will do an update video where this card is at, and I believe this card will be way much higher than where it is now. So if you don't already have this card, you can pick it up if you have the money. If you didn't pick it up when it was like at its lowest for around $70, then it is kind of late now, but it's not super overly expensive yet to the point where you can't buy it if you wanted to. For $136, very still affordable. You can probably find some for cheaper. You can check your secondary hand market. There's probably some for $100, $110 to $120. If you check on Mercari right now, there's probably some for like $112, $115. So it's not just on TCG Player. You can check other sources that have this card, and I'm pretty sure you can find a better deal than what TCG Player has. But this card has been on the rise, so it's not going to stay here for very long. If you want to get into this card now, I would recommend you guys do so at the moment before it gets expensive. I can see this card reaching $150 to $160 within the next few months. Like I said, once Crown Zenith sells out, this card will see a big jump in price. Right now, you can still find Crown Zenith at your local Targets and Walmart, so it's still pretty easy to find, accessible, but they have been harder to find nowadays. I've only seen a few Crown Zenith ETBs stocked here and there on at my local Targets, so it is starting to be more scarce in products. So once these newer sets come in and replace these older sets, you guys won't see much of these Crown Zenith ETBs on the shelf anymore. So if you want to get into it now, I recommend you guys do so. But yeah, these are all the cards that I know would be a good investment in Crown Zenith, and I think that Crown Zenith would be one of the next best investments that in the Pokemon Sword and Shield series. This set will be going up in price once it officially sells out. Crown Zenith is one of the best Sword and Shield sets to date. It is honestly one of the very funnest to open as well. Um, it's up there with Evolving Skies. In my opinion, it's up there with Evolving Skies. So yeah, that's just my opinion. But that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget about this giveaway. We are still my bad. Don't forget about this giveaway. We are still giving away this card. And you guys already know how to enter. I told you guys at the beginning of the video. And I'll see you guys inside of the next one. Peace.